to the Channel Leadership Network. I'm Jackie Rives, your community leader, and welcome to another Woman of the Week. This week, I have the pleasure of talking with Daniela Gutierrez, CDW and SHI National Business Leader with Hitachi Vantara. Hi, Daniela. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Hi, Jackie. Happy to be here.
Well, I'm really excited to get to know you. So let's start off with our icebreaker questions. Where do you live and where did you grow up if that's different?
I currently live in Montana. I moved out here during the pandemic.
It's on my bucket list.
Yeah, so I am 40 miles south of the Canadian border. It's absolutely gorgeous right now. We have fall coming in. All the larches are all changing colors. You can't see them outside just yet. And I originally grew up in California. I'm from SoCal. I think they call them a leprechaun, a person that lived in LA area and still resided there and like grew up in that area.
You just taught me something new. I have not heard that term yet. I love it. What is a little known fact about you that you're willing to share with our community?
My favorite animal is steak. I love me a good steak.
And I feel like that's kind of perfect where you live too, but I love it. All right, well, let's pivot to more of your professional world. So share with us, what is the most important risk that you took and why?
Oh, I think it would have to be the job here at Hitachi. And I say that because I took the job during the pandemic. I remember, I took the job during the pandemic. It was me and my husband went and got married in Thailand, and we went with our 28 closest of our friends and family, and it was right at the height of it when it was just starting to come out, everyone was kind of freaking out, and we got married on Leap Day. We spent a couple weeks out on a honeymoon, and then we got back the day before they shut down the country. We were literally the last flight into LAX at 11 p.m. something, and we were walking down the hallways, and it's empty, there's no one around. It was so eerie. And I came back, I was like, oh my God, I don't have a job, because I had quit my previous job before the wedding. I'll get into that in a little bit. But so I started interviewing. Thankfully, by the end of the week, I actually had 3 offers, one of them being Hitachi. And I love the opportunity to be able to kind of be my own boss and run my own territory as I needed, and really be a startup within a big company. And so I took that job. But it's been such a great ride. It's been such a great experience. I was able to get my MBA through Hitachi, and they funded part of it. They promoted me several times throughout the 4 years that I've been here. They've given me national responsibilities over CDW first, who was our first national partner that we stood up within in 10 years, or their first one that we'd had. And now they've given me responsibilities at SHI, and they told me to get it done faster while still having the same responsibilities with CDW. And I also went on maternity leave here. And so it's been a great company to work with. The diversity of people, the inclusion, the culture, it's just been a fantastic opportunity with them.
That is a wild story. From start to finish, like I cannot even imagine what it would have been like to be that last flight home, celebrating something so big, and then just have your world kind of rocked. But taking that risk and joining his, like, it sounds like the outcome has been magnificent for you. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
So have you ever questioned your abilities and your qualifications, and how did you overcome that?
Yeah, it kind of goes back to maternity leave. So we did 2 years with CDW, got them stood up. We were hitting the revenue numbers. We were getting people certified. I mean, we were just doing really big things with them. Everyone in the field knew who Hitachi was, who Daniela was. The brand was definitely there. And I went on maternity leave, and they give you 5 months to do that here at Hitachi.
Oh, wow. That's fantastic.
It's a very great company to do it. So when I told my boss, I told my team, everyone was very supportive. Everyone wanted to see baby pictures. Everyone wished us, a healthy delivery, a healthy child, all the things. I came back and they said, hey, you did such a great job and we missed you so much. We want you to do it with SHI now. I was like, what? I was gone. I was gone for 5 months. I have a baby now. I have a child. I thought I was going to have, less to do. I thought what we already had established was going to work was going to be enough. And they said, no, we believe in you. We think this is a great opportunity. We're not asking, we're telling. And that really did, that helped made me question because I wasn't sure if I was ready. I wasn't sure if I could take the extra workload, the extra travel. But it felt so nice to have your team come and say, no, you can do this. We will be there to support you. We will help with whatever's needed. And so it's been really awesome. It's been really awesome. I mean, I don't know how many people that can say that they were able to go on maternity leave and then come back and say they got a promotion. Like it's unheard
Yeah,
of.
that's amazing. This story keeps getting better and better, question to question. So, just even pivoting on that, right? So you're a newlywed, you start a new job, you become a
Hmm.
mom, you've got to keep going with all these added responsibilities, you've got your team to support you. How did you then, or still do really, protect and create that work-life balance for you and your family?
So Jackie, it really starts off with being here in Montana. We moved during the pandemic, so the story just keeps getting better and better. But we moved there during COVID. We were a COVID move. We were one of those statistics that moved out of the California state, buying a house sight unseen, everything. And that was really because we wanted that balance. We wanted the opportunity to be out indoors. And when I wake up in the morning, first thing I see are trees, be able to go hiking and fishing and snowboarding and wakeboarding and all the activities that you have here. Every single season is something new. And so that was really what started off how we're going to have that balance. How are we going to be able to focus on the things that really matter? And then we had my son Tristan, who is 14 months today, so a year and 2 months today. And we've really had to build a community because we didn't have anyone out here. We didn't know any people. We didn't have family. And I have an amazing nanny that's here in my home where I'm able to trust her with him and whenever I need cuddles in the middle of the day, I can go downstairs and do that. And then I start off my days knowing let me back up. I do what I need to throughout the day to make sure that I'm centered. So if that means I need to run a bath in the morning before I start my day, that's what I go do. If I need to
Mm-hmm.
make a pot of tea and then go sit outside and just kind of get calm, that's what we do. If last night I was done with the weekend, I was done with the day, it had been our last day of the quarter, I was exhausted. And I called up his godparents and I said, hey, do you mind if I invite myself over for dinner tonight? I can't do dinner tonight. And that was great. I go over, have a glass of wine, they're cooking dinner, I'm playing with my son. But I think just understanding what you need in that moment and letting yourself know that it's okay to take a break. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to build that community for whatever's needed. That's really where it comes down.
It sounds amazing. Like I'm totally visualizing because I love to hike and ski and so like this is the ideal like oh, I love this life for you. It's amazing. Um have you ever been in a role that you didn't like and how did you navigate through that?
Um, it's throughout your career, you take jobs on where you're looking for something, right? You're looking for a role
Mhm.
model. You're looking for a certain type of leader, mentor. You're looking for a certain company that has a certain culture. But you don't know this until you've had several jobs and then you can compare against. You don't know what you need or what you want until you've had it and they've moved on or you joined somewhere where they just didn't have it. Um, Early in my career, I was a direct seller for another company, and what I needed at that time, because I was so young, what I needed was a like a strong role model to better
Mhm.
understand. You don't go on sales calls without an engineer. You don't have happy hours that go later during a certain time. You surround yourself with people that you're going to learn from. If you've had a bad sales day or a bad call, you reach out to the other sales reps within the office to kind of, you know, give you a little pep, like a pep talk type thing.
Yeah.
Um, and there was just a job where I didn't get those things from my manager at the time. It was one of the situations where it was just uncomfortable with being a female and being in those male meetings where you just, you knew something was wrong. There was an
Yeah.
incident that happened. I went for support and for advice, for guidance, and I was immediately just said, well, is there still money in the deal? Yeah, there's still money in the deal. Go close it. There was no care for me as the person, me as the seller,
Mm-hmm.
and as a young female, that's what I needed. So I would say that was something that I learned from. I was able to get another job with an amazing female manager 5 days later because she knew who I was, she knew my brand, and I had reached out to her reps and I said, you know what, I need help. I need help to get out of this situation. I need somewhere to go. I really like what you guys are doing. Can you help me find a role there? 5 days later, I had an offer. I had interviewed with her. She had said, you are everything that I need. You are my unicorn. You live in LA. You're technical and you're very social. And I've never looked back. That was probably like the best move that I've made in terms of just getting on that trajectory to really know what I
Yeah.
needed in the future to learn as a person.
Yeah, it probably gave you a lot of foundation of what worked for you and what didn't, and I'm sure added to your strength as a leader and how you interact with your team.
Yes, yeah.
Amazing. Like, I have so enjoyed talking to you, and I could go on and on and on, and we're already over time. So I'm just going to say it was such a pleasure getting to know you, and I can't wait to learn more about you, Daniela. And thank you so much for letting us celebrate you as our Woman of the Week.
Jackie, thank you so much. It really was an honor. This is fantastic. Thank you.
Yes, my pleasure. All right, community members, please comment, give Daniela your high fives. We definitely don't want the conversation to stop here. So until next time, have an amazing week.
Bye, ladies.